We are going to read Peppa's New Neighbors from Peppa Pig books. Daddy Pig is working hard. He is building a new house. The new house looks very small. It's a house. Is it a house for elves and fairies? Asked Peppa. No, chuckles Daddy Pig. This is just a model. Daddy Pig shows Peppa and George of drawing of what the real house will look like. Something is missing, says Peppa. She draws a swing to go outside the house. Perfect, decides Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig takes Peppa and George to see the new house. Boom! Chuck, chuck, chuck. Here we are, he snorts. But Daddy, there is nothing here, says Peppa. That's because the building work hasn't started yet, replied Daddy. Mr. Bill is going to build a new house for Daddy Pig. Can you build it exactly like this, please? Says Daddy Pig. But bigger, adds Peppa. Mr. Bull shouts to his friends. Mr. Pig wants a house. Is it going to be built of straw? Asks Mr. Rhino. Or sticks? Asks Mr. Labrador. Or bricks? Asks Bull. Daddy Pig wants the new house to be made out of bricks. Mr. Bull gets straight to work. Can we help? Wonders Peppa. You can lay the first brick, smiles Mr. Bull. Mr. Bull tells George to put a blob of mortar on the ground. Mortar is a special kind of mud that sticks bricks together. Grand, grand. Each brick must be laid straight on level. It takes ages. Will you finish it today? Asked Peppa. You can't build a house in a day, snorts Mr. Bull. It will be finished tomorrow. The next morning, Peppa and George go straight over to see the new house. It's finished, snorts Peppa. It's almost finished, says Daddy Pig. It just needs to be inspected. Mr. Rabbit is the building inspector. He looks carefully at the new house. Very good, he decides. But you forgot the swing. Oh no, we didn't, shouts Mr. Bull. The house is all ready for the new neighbors to move in. Mr. Wolf and his family arrive. Mr. Wolf tries huffing and puffing, but the house does not fall down. It is very strong. What is the new house made of? Asks Mr. Wolf. Bricks, replies Daddy Pig. So don't even think about it. Wendy Wolf likes the new spring. Can you push me? Asks Peppa. No, grins Wendy. I will huff and puff you instead. Ha 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 ha. Hey hey hey. it ends. Hope you all enjoyed reading this. Please subscribe to watch more videos. Until then, bye. See you on the next one. We are going to read Peppa Pig, Peppa's Story Collection, 6 books in 1. See, we are going to see all these 6 stories. Peppa Pig's Family Computer, Fun at the Fair, First Day at Playgroup, Peppa Plays Football, Peppa's First Sleepover, and Sports Day. Let's read Peppa Pig's Family Computer. Mommy Pig is working on the family computer. She is typing very fast. Mommy Pig has a lot of important work to do today. Daddy Pig is in the kitchen making soup for lunch. Daddy, Peppa asks, can we go and watch Mommy on the computer, please? Yes, as long as you don't disturb her, Daddy Pig says. Mommy Pig, can George and I sit on your lap and watch you work? Yes, as long as you both sit quietly, Mommy agrees. About a minute later, Peppa asks, can we play the Happy Mr. Chicken game on the computer? We can play Happy Mrs. Chicken later, but now I have to work, says Mommy. Another minute later, Peppa asks, Mommy, can we help you work? Oh, Peppa taps away at the computer like Mommy Pig. No, Peppa, you must not touch the computer while I am working, Mommy says. Yes, George, Peppa says in a bossy voice. You must not do this. Peppa taps away again and the computer flashes. Peppa, stop, Mummy Pig says. Sorry, Mummy, Peppa says. I was just showing George what not to do. Daddy Pig, Mummy calls. Can you mend the computer while I finish the lunch? I am not very good with these things. Mummy looks a bit cross. Daddy Pig pushes a button. Pushes another button. Maybe if I turn it off and turn it on again. Hey, he has mended the computer. Hooray, shouts Peppa. She and George jump up and down. Hey, I'm a bit of an expert at these things, says Daddy. Daddy, can we play that computer game? Happy Mrs. Chicken? Mommy said we could play it later, and now it's later, says Peppa. Well, okay then. Yeah, but Daddy Pig starts the Happy Mrs. Chicken game. Ho ho ho! He laughs as Peppa and George play Happy Mrs. Chicken. It's not, Mummy Pig says as she comes into the room. I see the computer is working again. The end. The next one is fun at the fair. Today, Peppa and her family are at the fun fair. Snort, slidey, slidey, giggles George. George wants to go on the helter skelter. Daddy Pig and George head off to the helter skelter. Roll up, cries Miss Rabbit. Hook your dog and win a giant teddy. I'll try to win one for you, Peppa, says Mommy. But I don't think it's that easy. It's impossible, laughs Miss Rabbit. We'll see about that, cries Mommy Pig. Splush! Mommy Pig hooked a dog. Hooray! Cheers, Peppa. That's amazing, said Mr. Rabbit. Here is your giant teddy. Wouldn't you like its little teddy, Peppa? No way. George and Daddy Pig are at the helter skelter. It's a bit high, George. Are you sure you want to have a go? George giggles and runs up the stairs to the top. It's a bit too high, and George starts to cry. Don't worry, George, I will come up with you, says Daddy Pig. Hee wee, cries George, sliding all the way down the helter skelter. Now George is having too much fun to be scared. It's a bit high, says Daddy Pig nervously. Daddy Pig is more scared than George. Oops, Daddy Pig slips down the slide. Ooh. Peppa and Mummy Pig are at the hit the target stall. You can do that easily, Mummy, says Peppa. Oh, you won't win, laughs Mr. Labrador. Women are useless at this. What did you say? Mummy Pig crossed. She picks the bow and arrow and aims. Whoosh! The arrow hits the target right in the middle. Mummy Pig wins again. Unbelievable, cries Mr. Labrador. Here is your teddy. Now Peppa has two giant teddies. Hooray! Daddy Pig and George are riding on the big wheel. George loves it, but Daddy Pig is a bit scared. This really is high. As the big wheel goes round and round, says Daddy Pig. Hey, snort, giggles George. Daddy Pig and George find Peppa and Mummy hit this button with a hammer. If the bell rings, you win a prize, says Bull. I will have a go, says Daddy Pig. Stand back, I think you are a bit wobbly from the big wheel, says Mummy. Ho, laughs Mr. Bull. Daddy Pig is looking a bit shaky. What? Mummy Pig got cross. Give me that hammer. Whack! Mummy Pig hits the button as hard as she can. The bell rings loudly. Ding, 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 ding. Everyone is very impressed. Mummy Pig wins all the teddies of the fair. Hooray! Cheers Peppa and gives her all of her friends one giant teddy each. Hooray! Everyone cheers. We love fun fairs. The end. George's first day at playgroup. Today is George's first day at playgroup. Isn't George too small for playgroup? Asked Peppa. You can look after him, says Daddy. Peppa is not sure she wants George at her playgroup, but she likes the idea of looking after him. Are you sure George is big enough? Peppa asked when they arrived. He will be fine, said Daddy. Okay, he can come. She holds on to George's hand. Grand, snows George jumping up and down with his dinosaur toy. Here is Madame Gazelle, Peppa's playgroup teacher. She looks after Peppa and her friends. Madame Gazelle tells the children that George is coming to play. The children are very excited about meeting Peppa's little brother. This is my little brother George, cries Peppa. Dinosaur, calls George. Everyone laughs. Hey. I wish I had a little brother like George. Bah, sushi sheep. George shakes his toy, Mr. Dinosaur, at Madame Gazelle. Grrr, dinosaur. Ah, really scary, laughs Madame Gazelle. Peppa is proud of George making everyone laugh. George is my little brother. He is brilliant, she says. Shall we show George how we paint pictures? Madame Gazelle asked the children. George is not very good at painting, but I can show him how to paint a flower, says Peppa. Watch me, George, snorts Peppa. First you paint a big circle. Peppa carefully dips her brush into a pot of pink paint and draws a big pink circle right in the middle of her paper. George draws a big green circle. No, George, that's the wrong color. Watch me. You make yellow petal shapes, but George draws the green zigzag. That's the wrong shape. Peppa admires her flower painting. Perfect, she says happily. George is still painting. Instead of his chalk and leaves, he has painted another circle with 5 lines sticking out from it. You are doing it wrong, says Peppa. I have painted a flower, says Peppa. Very good, Peppa, smiles Madame Gazelle. And look, George has painted a dinosaur. Madame Gazelle sticks Peppa and George's pictures on the wall. Now it's time to go home. What will you paint next time, George? Asked Madame Gazelle. Dinosaur. Everyone laughs because George likes dinosaur. The end. The next one is Peppa plays football. It's a sunny day and Peppa Pig and Susie Sheep are playing tennis. To you, Susie, cheers Peppa, hitting the ball now. It's a Susie turn. To you, Peppa, she cries, hitting the ball straight over Peppa's head. Oh dear. Wow, George feels a bit left out. Sorry, George, you can't play tennis. We only have 2 rackets. George can be the ball boy, says Susie. Being a ball boy is a very important job, George, says Peppa. Peppa and Susie are having lots of fun, but they keep missing the ball. Ball boy, they shout together. Huff puff, George is not having fun. He keeps running to get the ball and he's very tired. Hello everyone, cries Papa when her friends arrive. We are playing tennis. Can we play too? Asks Danny Dog. There aren't enough rackets, replies Susie Sheep. Let's play football then. Football, hooray! Everyone, cheers! We can play girls against boys, says Peppa. Each team needs a goalkeeper, says Danny Dog. Me, shouts Petro and Rebecca Rabbit. Petro and Rebecca decide to be the goalkeepers. The boys' team will start, says Danny. Richard Rabbit gets the ball and runs very fast right by the Peppa Pig, Susie Sheep and Candy Cat and straight up to the goal, cried Danny and Petro together as Richard Rabbit kicks the ball straight past Rebecca Rabbit and into the net. The boys, the winner, cheers Danny Dog. That's not fair. We aren't ready, moans Peppa. Rebecca Rabbit picks up the ball and runs. Hey, shouts Danny Dog. That's cheating. You can't hold the ball. Yes, I can. I am the goalkeeper. Rebecca throws the ball into the goal straight past Petro Pony. Goal, she cries. That goal is not allowed, says Petro. Yes, it is. No, it's not. What a lot of noise, snorts Daddy Pig. I will be the referee. The next team to get a goal will win the game. Richard Rabbit and George run off with the football while everyone is still talking. Where is the ball? Asks Peppa, but it's too late. Richard Rabbit kicks the ball straight into the goal. Past Petro Pony. Hooray! The boys win, cries Danny. Football is a silly game, sighs Peppa. Just a moment. This boy scored in their own goal. That means the girls win, says Daddy. Really? Gasp all the girls. Hooray! Football is a great game. Cheers, Peppa. Ha 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 ha. Everyone loves. The end. Next, we are going to see Peppa's first sleepover. Peppa is going to have very first sleepover at Zoe Zebra's house. Welcome to my sleepover. Zoe says, I'll pick you up in the morning, says Mommy with a kiss to Peppa. Rebecca Rabbit, Susie Sheep and Emily Elephant are already here. I have got my teddy, Peppa says. Zoe has her monkey, Rebecca has her carrot and Susie has her owl and Emily has her frog. Don't stay up too late, girls, and don't be too loud. Daddy Zebra has to get up early to deliver the post, Mommy Zebra says as she turns out the lights. Zoe's baby twin sisters, Zuzu and Zaza, want to join a sleepover. Sleepovers are only for big girls, Zoe says. The twins begin to cry. They are so sweet and little, Peppa says. Can they stay? Rebecca asks. Okay, but you must not fall asleep. What should we do first? Susie asks. I am having piano lessons. Listen. Zoe starts to pound on the keys. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Mommy Zebra has woken up. Shh, you must be quiet so Daddy Zebra can sleep. Now into sleeping bags, please. Snort, what do we do now? Peppa asks. At sleepover, there is always a midnight feast, Zoe says. It's when we eat things in secret, in hushed voice. Zoe says, shh. She leads the girls to the kitchen. They grab some delicious fruit perfect for a midnight feast. The floorboard creaks. Oh no, Mummy Zebra has woken up. You will wake Daddy Zebra now. Who knows a bedtime story? The girls take turns. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy, Susie begins. And she lived in the forest. Peppa continues, and the fairy met a big monster who went rah. Emily says with a big elephant trumpet nose. Oh dear, the noise has woken Daddy Zebra. Sorry, Daddy, Zoe says. There was a story about a fairy and a scary monster, and we want to know what happens next, says Peppa. Very well. The monster lifted up his great big hairy paws and walked along on his great big hairy feet and sang, Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Daddy Zebra sings gently as he plays the piano. Daddy Zebra's song has sent everyone to sleep. The end. Next, we are going to read Sports Day. Today is School Sports Day. Peppa and her friends are all here. The first event is running. The children have to run as fast as they can. Ready, steady, go, says Madam Gazelle. Susie and Peppa are chatting about who can run the fastest. Rebecca Rabbit is in the lead. Peppa and Susie are right at the back. Rebecca Rabbit wins the race. Hooray! Everyone cheers. Peppa and Susie are lost. It's not the winning that matters, Daddy Pig reminds them, but the taking part. The next event is the long jump, says Madam Gazelle. George and Richard Rabbit have to run and then jump as far as they can. Whoever jumps the furthest is the win. Ready, steady, go! Oh dear, Richard Rabbit has jumped farther than George. Hooray! Shout his friend. George is not happy. Remember, George, it's not the winning that matters, but the taking part, says Peppa. The next race is the relay. Daddy Pig is in the lead. He hands the baton to Peppa. Thank you, Daddy. You did very well. Now it's my turn. Stop talking and run, snorts Daddy Pig. Emily Elephant is the winner. Everyone cheers. Peppa comes last. She is not feeling happy. It is the last event of the day, the tug of war, boys against girls. The girls will win, snorts Peppa. Oh, they won't, says Danny. Everyone is pulling so hard, the rope breaks. The result is a draw. Both teams win, says Madame Gazelle. Everyone cheers. Hooray! I love school sports day, snorts Peppa, especially when I win a prize. The The end. Hope you all enjoyed watching this book. We'll see you on the next one soon. Bye. Please subscribe to watch more videos. Hi children. Today we are going to read our 29th book from the Peppa Pig collection of 50 storybooks. Shall we see what it is going to be? It is Babysitting. Please subscribe to our channel to watch more videos. We have got loads of books on Peppa Pig, Bluey, Hey Duggy, Cocomelon, and lots of puzzle books too. Shall we read Babysitting now? Babysitting. Mommy and Daddy Pig are going out for the evening. Granny and Grandpa Pig are babysitting Peppa and George. Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig, says Peppa happily. Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig, George joins in. Good night, says Daddy Pig. Good night, says Mummy Pig. Now go to sleep quickly. What little darlings, says Granny Pig. So well behaved. Peppa yawns and Daddy Pig switches off the bedroom light. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig leave for their evening out. Inside the house, Grandpa and Granny Pig sit down on the sofa. They share a tasty pizza. This babysitting is easy, says Grandpa Pig. Mom and Dad are living in their car. In the bedroom, Peppa does not want to go to sleep. George, are you awake? She whispers. Peppa laughs. She climbs down the bunk bed ladder and switches on the bedroom light. George picks up a spotted ball and bounces it to Peppa. She bounces it back. They both giggle. Soon there are toys all over the floor. It's so hard to go to sleep when playing is so much more fun. Grandpa and Granny Pig are watching TV. Peppa and George come downstairs to the living room. George and I are not sleepy at all, says Peppa. Can we watch TV with you? I suppose watching a little TV might make you sleepy, says Granny Pig. The TV show is about gardening. This program is very boring, says Peppa, yawning. She suggests playing a game instead. Grandpa, can you throw us up and catch us? Asks Peppa. Whee! Okay, but just one turn each, says Grandpa Pig. Peppa laughs as Grandpa throws her in the air, then catches her. Whee! Phew! You seem heavier than before, says Grandpa Pig. Now it's George's turn, says Grandpa Pig. George laughs, feeling like he is flying. Higher, higher, shouts George as Grandpa Pig starts to wheeze. Maybe Grandpa is a bit tired, says Granny Pig. George, Granny, let's play it, says Peppa. You are it. Ho ho, hee hee. Peppa taps Granny Pig on the nose. Granny Pig chases Peppa, George and Grandpa Pig are on the sofa. I am going to catch you, she cries. Everyone runs and giggles. Hee hee hee, ho 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 ho. Later, Mummy and Daddy Pig are arriving back home. I hope our little pigs are asleep, says Mummy Pig. Peppa, George, Grandpa Pig and Granny Pig are all snoring on the sofa. The little pigs are asleep, whispers Daddy. And so are the big piggies. Oh, 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 oh. The end. That was really nice babysitting, isn't it? And they had lots of fun together. See you soon on another interesting book. Bye-bye. Please
like our videos, and subscribe to our channel to watch more books.